Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing this 40th birthday setup that I use all chrome colors for. I was super excited. I didn't get the recording for the orbs that I hanged in the ceiling, but I did get the full setup recording, so please don't be mad at me. And the colors I used was rose gold by Gemar, which is a big difference from other rose gold, regular gold, and then white gold by Kalisan. So I'm going to jump in and start and show how I made the long mini garlands, which I do have a separate video of that, but I wanted to do something in here as well. I'm using my Legenda pump, which I use it on 0.2, and I hold it for 3 until do 3 pumps of air, and this basically equivalent to using a hand pump and using it one time, so using 1 pump on the hand pump. So I'm inflating dupes, and I'm just going to inflate the whole 50 bag. I made, I want to say 9 of these, or 9 or 10. I want to say 10, and they all was 50 bags. So I use about 950 or 1,000. I'm laughing, y'all. It's not even funny. I used like almost 1,000 of these 5-inch balloons because I really wanted these 5 inches to be part of the garland. And I don't know if I overdid it, but at this point it was like, why not? So I did it. I don't know. You tell me if you like it. I mean, everybody loved the design, of course. I loved it still, but I kind of overdid it. But I'm inflating them. I inflated them already, actually. And now I am building it using a 260 balloon. I tied 2 260s together, so it's have 2 all together, and I'm just tying them just in the opposite directions, kind of like when you build a column, and that's how that looked. So now we're on site, and this is the same venue from the teddy bear theme that I did with the clouds. And this is the same venue, so we just on a different area now. And I am building, I was just winging it here. Like, I did tie my clusters together. Like, some of them had 2 clusters of 8 balloons together, so like that one did, so it was 16 balloons all together. And I was just randomly putting in the mini garlands because I wanted them to be a part of the garland and not me adding it later on, like after I already build the body out. So I was kind of just adding them in as I was going, and basically the design was going to be coming from the ceiling and then going down, because there are going to be a number 40 marquee that will be in front of this whole display. I didn't want to build on the marquee. I wanted to build like basically a structure behind it and then put the number marquee in front of it. That way I don't have to worry about, is there gaps missing, or is something not, covered, or, all those different things. I just wanted to build my whole structure behind it and then put the number 40 in front of it. And this is me just building. And for the ceiling, I use 260s as well to attach to the, this venue is amazing because they have like the metal in the ceiling, so it's so easy. I don't have to use fishing line. I find it easier to use 260 than fishing line. So I like it. If I don't have to use fishing line, I don't use it. This, I was able to use 260 and just attach it directly to the metal pole and make my little loopy loop and add my cluster in it. And now I am coming down. And this is probably the only part that I think I should have done something a little bit different. I could have thickened this out a little bit much, and you guys will see a little bit later when I start working on the bottom structure, or I think I should have went higher up a little bit more. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, if I should have went up a little bit more, but I'm just thickening this out. I think I should have thickened it out a little bit more, and then like maybe kept that right there, maybe added another cluster on the right underneath it, and then made it a little bit higher going down. Again, you guys gonna see and let me know what you guys think. So I'm just playing with the 5-inch balloons. I feel like the key to the 5 inches is not for them to just lay on top of your cluster, or lay on top of your cluster. I like it when it's like pushed into the cluster, when you're making some kind of weird shape or any kind of shape, or twisting them this way, that way. And I don't like them when they just in a straight line going across. I feel like they just look like they was slapped on top, and to me it don't look nice. I mean, if that's the look that you like, then that's totally fine. Me personally, I don't like that look, so I try to push them in, I try to twist them around, I try to make weird shapes and things like that. So this is me, and I'm tying all these clusters. If you guys no, I'm tying them all neck to neck. I feel like my videos, maybe in the beginning, they were for like beginners and very grassroots, and if you're just learning. But now my videos are pretty much, because guys, I honestly don't have the time. Like, I'm recording this morning, and this video will be out in like 2 hours, because I just didn't have the time to do the voiceover. Like, the editing part was been done, I just didn't have time to do the voiceover. But I don't have time to do like step by step with you guys. These videos are pretty much for the intermediate, people who've already been practicing, people who've already been, touching balloons and doing things. But if you're looking for like grassroots videos on how to inflate, how to make a clusters, I do have those in the beginning. Like, I do have some videos on inflation, or me inflating before the actual setup, that you can check out. Or there's 1,000 other balloon artists that's on YouTube, from Anastasia, from Sharp Designs, where we all Dress Your Daydream or something like that. We all have the same technique on when it comes to how to inflate your balloons and how to make it round, and then how to make a cluster. So you can get that information for any other artist that's on YouTube. For me, I think my videos now are more steered to people who's already practicing and just want to maybe see how I build and learn different techniques that I'm doing and my current style that I'm working with. So just a FYI, if we have any new subscribers here, or if you just want to enjoy me creating something beautiful here, then come over here. And while you're over here, subscribe and like the video, because it really, really, really goes a long way. But back to the video, I am just, at this point, so this is what I meant by I should have extended the size. So this is pretty much the shape of it, how it's going to be, like where I'm leaning to right now on the left side, where I'm filling it out. I probably add a few more clusters just to make it a little bit even, but I think I should have went maybe another row up, so it would have been a little bit bigger in my opinion, and I think it wouldn't have made the mini garlands look so like pressured together. I feel like they was like back to back, back to back, back to back. Like, it was like literally, I mean, which it was a really nice look, don't get me wrong, but I think I could have went another row up, so it would have been another layer. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me know if you guys feel the same way, because I feel like I could have went another row, honestly. I mean, it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I feel like, you always want to learn something from each setup you do, and this was my learning point. I think I could have went another row up and extended the whole shape out a little bit more. So that's what I think. But now I'm just going in. I'm going to continue to add the other side. I'm going to add the middle. And this kind of fit perfectly. This was 2 clusters together. And I think I had like 2 16-inch balloons in there. And I'm filling that in. And I'm tying it all neck to neck. And you want to make sure when you're tying neck to neck, you tie to the right, you tie to the left, you tie to the top, bottom, wherever another cluster is, because you want to make sure they all pulling together. That's how you make that tight grip and they don't move. And here I'm just playing around. As you know, I'm playing around with those mini garlands. I'm trying to push it in. I'm trying to create a different shape. And this one I used 3 mini garlands on one. So basically there was like 150 balloons on this one little section. Who would have thought? And I'm just pushing them in, changing them around. And I'm filling in this bottom part, making sure everything is covered up. You can't see anything. And that's what I'm doing here. Adding another mini garland. And I had so many. This is how I know I had too many, because when I was pretty much almost done, I still had like 3 mini garlands that I didn't even use. I'm like, yeah, I overdid it a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, I still had mini garlands left that I'm like, I'm not taking it home at this point. I think I did take home like some clusters of the gold that I actually still have up in my dining room, and they looks good. They've been inflated since December the 29th, and what is it? So almost a month. Oh my God, January 29th. Okay. Time go by too fast. All right, so they've been up literally a month, and they still look good. The balloons didn't even oxidize. Like, if I can show you a picture in my dining room right now, the gold balloons that I inflated a month ago still looks good. Like, that is quality, you guys. Quality. But anyway, this is me adding more mini garlands. And another tip here is I should make sure your ceiling is done before you go to the bottom, because my bottom part was pretty much almost complete, and I'm like trying to add more stuff to the ceiling, and it was the most awkward positions and maybe not the safest. I mean, this ceiling not too high, so I was like, okay, but still, like, you know, I like to be safe, and I'm not trying to break my neck for no balloons. I mean, I like balloons, but I'm not dying for balloons, so yeah. But this is me just adding more mini garlands and creating shapes. You see how I twist that? And then you literally can just tie the mini garland whatever position you want. And I'm just, tying it in different areas to get that, shape. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just twisting it around. Which I thought that was really pretty. I like how it had 3 and it all was coming out, like, separately. And I'm adding another cluster up here. I think that's just a cluster of 6 balloons. So I go back and forth between a cluster of 8 balloons and a cluster of 6 balloons. All depends on where I'm at, and how, if I want it to be like super bulky, or if I'm just like cleaning it up a little bit with like some 6 inches, six cluster of 6 balloons. And I did use, so for the ceiling, you guys know I attached using the 260. For the floor and coming down, I use the H method. You can't really see it, but I do have a video coming out. So this video is coming out today on the 29th. And then next week video, which is the 5th, I will be having another video, which I will have an up-close shot on the H method. I know somebody mentioned in the comments about the H method, which I learned on Instagram. I want to say, originally I learned from Pop by Dominique. She had did it on a backdrop or the floor, one of those. And I've been doing it ever since, especially for the floor. But now if I'm I use it on the backdrop too sometimes. But mainly for the floor, just so the balloons don't lift up. I think that was like the most brilliant idea, because I hate when the balloons is like lifting and you can kind of see it. I like it flush to the floor. So I use it a lot over there. And here I'm just adding in a quad. I also love my quads because they give it that pointy look. So I'm adding that quad there. And this is this kind of went really fast. This is the final setup, you guys. This is how the venue look. The orbs, I use 10-pound fishing line. 10-pound fishing line. I feel like the 20 was going to be a little bit too thick. And I added these little clusters because I feel like that ice sculpture just needed, a little oomph. But this is how everything looked. The orbs came out amazing. I used white gold and pink rose gold orbs. They was from Balloons Online. I will list everything I use in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear them. I really, really, really do. Everything was so beautiful. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.